Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Now! Look at me. Go!
On 2nd down, Eckler. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, check. Line 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Great. No chance. Check 52.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You got it.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gun. Express. 45 to the
On first and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing again on second and 10. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Express. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Gun.
Again, Newton. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Newton throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Now Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get it. Ready? 30 base. 56 is the mic. Let's make it 80 weapon. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Back to throw. Cannon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 8. Check 45. Check 45 the mic. Off. Gun. That's going to be a long 66. Pull it, half.
From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Ready. Hey, it's coming up. Great. I got you, punk. Echo. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jackson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check 50, check 50.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cannon. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check back, check back.
Off the play fake. Cannon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Go, go. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Maurice Hurst. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs 14, Raiders nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And some room to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Check, 48's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Great. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, alert 48. Express! Back to 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, I'm coming. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's got his man, Boyd. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. To throw on third down. Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
20.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Great. Check 9. Tight dog. Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penning. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Penning on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, switch gears. 8.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Great. Express. 51. Let's go one more.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 50, slant. Squeeze. Get it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, team.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
4 down, check. Mike 51, Mike 50. 8. Great. 51 to Mike. 51.
Operating from the gun. Newton, he completes it to Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Jackson, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Save. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check. Gun. Check 45 to Mike. Check. Come on, baby. Express. See what you got. 45. Mike, 45.
To throw is Newton. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jackson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down. Cannon. He'll get this to Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Looking to throw. Cannon. Robinson's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Cannon looking deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
45, Mike, 45. Express! Get the mirrors back and go full strength. 8.
On 3rd down, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Kansas City.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 10-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Cannon to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
36.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Shoot. 8. Rush in. Slam.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check Mike 45. Bring it. Go.
From the gun, Newton steps away to his left. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Newton throwing right, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
49, check 49, check 49. Gun, gun. Check 25, check 25. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Come on. Switch, switch, switch. Check safety, check safety.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Another try for Penny. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Just like that. 20. 45 to Mike.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging down to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Protein spill.
It's Eckler again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 or. You're out. Watch the screen, watch the screen. You draw corker. Slam, slam, slam. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Cannon taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton to throw, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Newton on 1st down. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Newton. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, that's taken in by Callaway. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Great. 45.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Chiefs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.